Hey everyone, my name's Tenebris, and Starfield is looking absolutely incredible.
Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. The wonder is, not that the field of stars is so vast, but that we have measured it. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all. What's out there? You're part of Constellation now. Part of our family.
We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
Grab jump is ready. I love this part.
These artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel.
Human settlements throughout the galaxy could be at risk.
We are not stopping. Whatever lies at the end of this road will change humanity forever. This is where we belong.
Starfield is an upcoming space RPG made by the monolithic studio Bethesda Softworks. As the first new IP universe in almost 25 years, this game is being built upon a massive legacy of some of the most famous RPG video games to date. Today, we'll discuss everything about Starfield, from what we know of the plot to the weapons that we'll use along the way. One of the biggest shifts for Starfield from Bethesda's previous games is the sheer scale of things. Setting apart from the previous open-world experiences, Starfield is ambitiously attempting to create an open-world galaxy. With over 1,000 planets to explore, the open-ended possibilities of exploration in Starfield will be unlike any other Bethesda game that's come before it. But the exploration doesn't end simply on foot. In a fully customizable starship, you'll be able to encounter space-bound dogfights, random missions, star stations, and even raid and take over enemy ships to add to your own collection of starships. And not only will your ship be fully customizable, but as on par with modern Bethesda games, there will be a full character creation system, where you can change up your appearance and decide things like your background and specific traits. As you explore outer space, you'll encounter various wildlife and alien flora as you traverse wild landscapes and futuristic city streets. You'll be able to join factions, meet characters to join your journey, and go on quests across the settled systems. While exploring these alien landscapes, you'll have a vast array of weapons to keep you safe from the indigenous life forms and spacefaring pirates, potentially other factions, and anything else along the way. With one of the largest arrays of weapons in a Bethesda game, you'll be using everything from mining lasers to melee weapons, ballistic guns, and even powers like what seems to be freezing time. With zero-G environments and a jetpack, you'll have freeform movement in all directions that will add a whole new level to the gunplay. And then there's that strange time control power. Something Bethesda does very well is the superpowered protagonist, and there might be something along those lines here in Starfield to look forward to. I tend to look at video games like a car. The story and world are like the exterior of the car, what makes it look nice. But to me, the engine of the car would be the guns or combat system that you use to get from point A to B. You could have a nice looking car, but if it's got a bad engine, then you won't be getting very far. And Starfield looks like it has the weapon diversity and gameplay that will keep this game going for thousands of hours, if not more. We're going to be focusing in on weapons here on my channel with Starfield, so definitely stay tuned for guides on how to get weapons and mod them out to be absolutely disgusting in the near future here. Speaking of the near future, Starfield is set in the year 2330. Humanity has fully explored local space, settling on new planets and diversifying into a spacefaring age. You will join a group called Constellation, a mythical group of explorers seeking the rarest artifacts and deepest answers of the galaxy. As you explore the galaxy, you'll be led to planets that have randomizing factors, meaning that it'll be rare for players to have the exact same planets and experiences along the way. And along the way, you'll journey to cities and meet factions that will lead you down their own adventures, building bases, having space battles, and unraveling the mystery of space artifacts along the way. And speaking of building bases, this is one thing that I think will be a much bigger feature than we expect. With previous base building iterations in Bethesda games growing more complicated and flushed out as time goes on, we'll have things like resource management, a small bit of settlement sim, and a ton of variety to choose from in how we can lay out our bases and spaceships that will act as mobile bases while you travel between planets. Having a good network of resources will likely help with a ton of things from crafting to researching technologies. So Starfield is going to be a huge game, to say the least. Everything in store in Starfield has been built since 2015, so 8 years of development leading up to this. A brand new engine, a brand new approach. So I want to know, what do you think of Starfield? Are you going to be picking it up? Again, we're going to be focusing on weapons most likely here on my channel, so if you enjoy that sort of stuff in video games, be sure to subscribe to stick around. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.